Welcome to Just Puzzling. My name is Chris. Today we're going to do a Killer Sudoku on my iPad. Let's get into it, see how we go. Hope you're having a great day. 8. So, took an easy one there. There was an 8 there, so just took it. Same as here, there's a 7 there. We can see here, across here, we have a set of cages that if I add up 11 plus 16 is 27, plus 8 is 35, plus 10 is 45. So that one includes all the numbers 1 through 9, and it adds up to the 45. So what I'm looking for now, well, there's a spare cage, and this is, so there's a 2. What I'm looking for now is a row, a box, or a column that has a spare cage in it. So there's that spare cage. So if I add up all the other numbers here, whatever that subtracts from 45 will be the number that I have. So 27 plus 8 and 2, which is 10, is 37. 37 from 45 is 8. Okay, so that's, excuse me, that's what I'm looking for at the present time. You can see here I've got some cages here, and then I've got a spare cage over here, but it's 3, so it's no good to me. Here's another one. 17 plus 21 is 38, plus 3 is 41. So 41 from 45 is 4. Okay. All right. What else can we see? So to give you a little hint on the certain things, this here will have a 1 in it, right? Because you can't have a 3-digit cage without a 1 in it adding up to 8. These ones will either be 1 and 4 or 2 and 3, so the 5s. This one here, 16, the only number that can add up to 16 is 7 and 9 within the numbers. The only one that can add up to 17 is 8 and 9. Obviously I can have 7 and 10, but I can't have 10 in my 1 to 9 range. Okay, so we've got 1, 2 here. That'll mean that's a 1 or a 2. You know, I think I'm just talking to Phil at the moment because I can't see anything at the moment that's actually helping me. So 1, 2. What else have we got that may be of some assistance? A great deal. No, I don't even have that. So I was going to say what I do have is I've got that one as the only cage over for this whole set of boxes, but it's not correct because it's 2 over. All right. So 9 and 7 can't be there. So that are there. So that's going to either be 8 and 3 or a 5 and 6. Because this is 7, 7 can't be here, 1 can't be here. So 1 is going to be in this number here, which leads me to believe that 1 is going to be here. 8 will have to be down here because 1 and 8, so 8, and because also 9 can't go in this is going to be 2, 8 and 9, which leaves me 3, 6 or 4, 5 across here. And because I can't tell you anything more than that, well, I can actually tell you more than that, because 7 can't be, so 4 can't be here, 4 can't be here because that'd be 4 and 4, this would be 4 and 12, so it can't be here. 4 and 7 would work, except for the 7's in here. So this is a 1, 4, 5, right, which means that this is going to be 2 and 6. Can I tell anything with that? No. So 1, 4, 5, 2, 6, 7, 9, or vice versa. So this is 8 and 3. Because I got the 8 there, that's going to be an 8, and that's going to be the 3. All right, so we move a dial a little bit. 15 can have an 8 and a 7, or a 9 and a 6. Because of the 8's here, that's going to be 9 and 6. We also know that this is 1, 3 and 4, because the other number that can be is 1, 2 and 5. That 2 takes away that. here? This could be 9 and 2, could be 5 and 6. Okay, 3, 6, 6 can't be there, 6 can't be there, 6 can be there with that, or 6 is here. So that's a 6 there. 7 can be up there. This is actually 1 and 7 here. Okay, so actually here's a spare cage. If you have a look here, going down, that's a spare cage. So 8 and 8 is 16, plus 15 is 33, plus, okay, do that again. 8 and 8 is 16, plus 15 is 31, plus 9 is 40, plus 11 is 43, that's a 2. So 8 and 2 equals 10, that means that's a 7. The reason I really like these puzzles, I must admit, is because what it does for, these are more math-based than the standard Sudoku. So, what I mean by that is you don't need to keep notes, you just need to have to be able to add and get to it. So this one here is going to be 1 and 7 because 2 and 6 can't be there, 3 and 5 can't be there. So 1 and 7. 8 and 6, so this is 5 and 4. Which if that's 5 and 4, which we agree with, that means that this is a 3 and 4 and that's a 1. So 5 and 4. So this can be, so that's 5 and 4. This can be 7 and 9, or 9 and 7, because that can be 9 and 2. What that's done for me is it's actually opened up that cell there. So 1 plus 9 is 10, plus 11 is 21, plus 11 is 32, plus 9 is 41, plus 16 is 57, plus 21 is 78, plus 8 is 84. Can't be right because that doesn't, so we've added up incorrectly. So 10 plus 9, and that is 20. So wait, 10, 30, 46, 57, 78, 86. So that's a 4. That's a 1. That'll mean this is a 2 and a 3 because I can't have a 4 and 1 there. Because of that 4 and that 4, that's a 4 there. Okay. 3 and 4. So 4 is going to be 4 and 7, one of those two there. Leading me to believe that one of those is an 8. And if that's an 8, 8 could be there or there. Okay, so 1 has got to be there. 1 can't be in this one. 1 can't be there, so that's a 1. That leaves me with 7 plus 15 is 22, plus 8 is 30, plus that, so that's a 5. All right, I'll do that. I went too quick then, and I admit that. So this is an 8, less 1 is 7, plus 15 is 22, plus 9 is 31, plus 8 is 39, plus 1 is 40. Can bring that up to 45, it's got to be a 5. Now what we've got is 15. We've already got 9 in there, so that will be a 6. So this could have been a 9 and 4, but it's not. So 9 is over here. So that means that 9 and 2 is in these two as well. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And because I don't believe that, so that's an 8 there. And that'll mean that's the 9. Okay. So 4 plus 11 plus 11 is 26. That will make this 19. So this will make this 10. Because that's the 20, sorry. Because there's 10, that's going to be sorry, 13, to get that up to 20 is a 7. Hopefully that made sense. I doubt it did, because, okay, so 2 and 3 are here. This is going to be 8 and 5, so 8's there, 5's there. Okay. 2 and 3, 5 must be one of these three. So this is going to be 11 as well. Alright, so 2 could be there, 2 could be there. So 2 is in this column. 8 and 9. So that leaves this 9 and 2 over here, which means this is a 7 and this is a 4. So the reason for that is I believe this is 8 and 9. Right, 9 couldn't be in this box because it's already covered there for the 9. So 9 had to be in one of these two. Because this is 8 and 9, 9 couldn't be there. So that's a 9 and 2 there, which means that this is either 7 is one of these three boxes here. So 2 and 9, 8 and so this is 5 and 6. Remember, 2 and 9, 1 and 3. 5 and 6, the reason I made the decision the 5 was that 5 there, so that goes there, and that's a 6. Remember, over here was a 6 and 9, because of that 6 there, that had to be there. And we've still got 3 and 4, because of this 4 here, that's going to be the 4, and that will be the 3, which means that that's going to be a 3, and that's a 2, and there's my 3 and 1. So 2, 2, haven't got a 2 there, so it's 2, 9, 8 and 9. Remember, 9 can't be up top there, so that's a 9. Because I believe that 8 can't be there because of the 1 up here. 8's got to be down here. Because of that, that leaves that as a 2 and 8. Because of the 2's there, that's a 2 and that's an 8. And that makes sense because that's 8 and 9 there. Remember, over here was 4 and 5. Because of that 4 there, that's going to be the 4. That will be the 5. We're now 1, 2. We need a 3 and a 6. Because of that 6 there, that's going to be a 6. That's a 3. And the last number to go in there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, 7 there, which means that's going to be a 7 because it's got to be in another box to that other 7, and that's a 9. Leaving this to be 9 and 2. So because of that 2 there, that's going to be a 2, and that will be a 9. Okay, so the only thing I know is this is 2 and 6, because the 3's there and the 7 there, so 1 and 7 was out, and the 3 and 5's out, so 2 and 6. There's a 2, so the 2's there, and that's a 6. So we're looking at 6 down here. So 1, 8, and 5 apparently. So 1, 8 and 5, so that's a 1 because the 5 and 8 can't be there, so that's 1. So we've got 1, 2, so 2, 1. What we now have is we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that leaves 14. So this can be 6 and 8 or 9 and 5. Because of the 6 there, it's going to be 9 and 5. But I don't know which way. That leaves 3, 8, 6 down this column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 there, that means that's an 8. 1, 4, 5. 2, 1. So we've still got a 2 and a 1 to be there. 8 and 9 there. 6 and 2. So this down here is left with it still can't be 2 and 6, can't be 3 and 5. So it's 7 and 1 because of the 7 there. That's going to be a 1. That'll be a 7. That puts 1 at the top over here, which adds up to a 12. So this can be either 5 and 7. which it will be because of the two sevens there. 5 and 7, so 7's there, 5 is there, 1 is there, adds up to 13. I now know that the 2 is there, the 3 is there, 4 up there, because of that 5 there, that's a 5, that's a 1. We still have 3 and 6 here, can't do anything about it, but I can in a second, because that's a 1, that's a 3, that'll mean that's the 3, that's the 6. So that puts the 6 down to here with a 4. Can't do anything about that at the moment, so the 6 and 4 is not making sense. Remember, this was 5 and 9. Because of that 5 there, that's going to be the 9. This will be the 5. We go down to the bottom here, that's a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just looking down that column there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 4 and 9 are here, so that's going to be the 3, which means that's the only place a 3 can be. Because this was 3, 8 and 6, 8's there, so that's an 8, that's a 6, that leaves me with the 8 and the 9. Still 4 and 6, got a 6 there, so that's a 6, that's a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. And it looks like we did that in 16 and a half minutes. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Till next time, bye for now.